Hey everybody, welcome back to round 4 Modern.
Ooh,
You asked for Infect, so we brought you Infect.
look at this Infect. This feels like a pretty interesting one, though.
Yeah, I don't really know how the Infect versus Black-Green matchup is. I've seen Infect versus John a decent amount, but I haven't seen Black-Green before.
I feel like it's a little bit similar to, like, basically Jund, but Green-Black has a little less removal, or it's a little less instant speed removal, more permanent-based removal.
They do have Field of Ruin, which is pretty good against Inkmoth next eye.
Yep. Yeah, so, sorry we took a little time, took extra time. The last round we had, what, Martyr proc versus Prison? Is that what was taking so long?
Yep.
Yeah, so that took some time to finish getting through, where everyone else kind of powered through their matches in like 25 minutes.
Right. We had to just sit there and watch.
Yep. I mean, that's the life, right? People play what's fun. So that's good.
But hopefully we have an interesting match for you guys here. Just a reminder to everybody, at the end of the night, we are going to be giving away a Vorinclex Voice of Hunger from Iconic Masters.
Yeah, we're going to be doing it at 10 o'clock, so we'll definitely be back then. We'll be here until 10 o'clock to make sure this Iconic Masters Vorinclex goes home to one of you all. Also remember tomorrow that that'll be the end of our subscriber giveaway, and if we get 3 more subscribers, we're going to be handing out this Dark Depths. Yeah, we'll be handing out, it's Dark Depths instead of Back to Basics, I believe. To enter in the giveaway, Matthew's going to throw that in there right now, so you understand. Alright, so Robert's hand.
All I saw was a Pendlehaven.
I saw Pendlehaven. I think I saw an Inkmoth Nexus too, so
Okay.
seems pretty good. For the giveaway, just put enter and then some number of points, some number of tickets. Each ticket is worth 25 points. You get 50 points for following, 500 for subscribing, I believe, and 10 points for every 5 minutes you watch.
5 points for every 10 minutes if you're not subscribed. Or if you are
those
subscribed,
numbers.
it's 10 points per 10 minutes.
There you go. There you go. So yeah, if you really need a Iconic Masters Vorinclex for your commander deck,
Who doesn't?
or yeah, you know Modern. I never know.
Yeah, good being Modern. It is Modern legal.
I'm not going to take it away from you. If you want to time walk your opponent every other turn.
Could you imagine casting a Genesis Wave after resolving a Vorinclex?
No, I couldn't.
That sounds pretty good.
Well, no, I've definitely done that before. Man, it felt great. Commander, that was a blast. Typically, when I have Vorinclex, I'd also have Mana Reflection out too, and Cabal Coffers and Urborg. So Genesis Wave was like half my deck.
Yeah.
All right, Mishra's Bobble, target no one yet.
Still throws me off whenever I see a Mishra's Bobble in Infect.
I agree. It was so like boggling when I saw it the first time. So you're gonna untap and upkeep. I'm gonna look at your card. I believe he's looking at a Liliana there. Sorry, can't enter giveaway until I'm under rank 100. Ah, jeez.
Sounds like you need to bid some coins.
It's against the law. Alright, Collector Brutality is going to be pretty nice here.
Jeez, in the main.
I mean, that's green-black, right?
Yeah. That seems like it'll be pretty good.
Discarding a Field of Ruin? I don't know if I agree with that. He's got 2 Lilianas and a Kalitas in his hand, and I don't think he's got any other lands, so that's a bold move, Kevin. Let's see if it pays off.
Let's see if he can dodge an Inkmoth next day.
I mean, this is like Collector Brutality. Like we talk about how good Collector Brutality is versus Burn. It's essentially kind of the same thing here. He still gets to take a card out of Robert's hand, so you know he's snap that Becomaments out of here.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And then Robert's probably gonna hit Kevin for 3 Infect this turn. And then maybe 7 out. No, it was Dismember a land. I think he just drew that Breeding Pool.
Yep,
right?
so he's going to hit him for 3.
Yep, just 3 Infect. We're on the nickel and dime plan.
Surprised to see Robert shock here. I guess he just wants to hold up Dismember. like Atomic Life or something.
Speaking of, right on time. Oh, there's a bob in his hand, too.
Still pretty surprised to see him discard that land.
I mean, yeah. I can't imagine doing that.
Robert's
feel
just going to kill anything that's out there.
I mean, you especially want to kill Bob because since he's passing,
Right.
you don't want him finding any more lands. He finds one more land. I think Robert just won.
What was it they drew? Was it a...
Become immense.
I mean, if it is Become Immense, then...
That's the game, right? 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. And 6, 7, 8. And that's the game, boys.
Yeah, unfortunately with that Nile Spellbomb, there's no way to stop the Become Immense there unless Kevin exiled it on his turn.
Or in the draw
Robert's
step
upkeep or
or
something,
whatever. Yeah, before the main phase.
But with already one Become Immense being gone from the Infect deck, you can't really assume they're going to draw another.
Yeah, I mean, he was kind of hoping to get the value from the draw card too. So.
For sure, especially with being so light on lands.
Mm-hmm.
Although it's definitely defensible for him to just snap it off there. I mean, obviously in hindsight it looks good, but with him not really having any lands, maybe he needed to just, use it, since he's not probably going to have the lands to activate it.
I mean, that's fair. What are your favorite modern decks to play? How about watch? Okay, so I'm a Jeskai player, like through and through. I understand it's bad in modern, but I still love playing it. I'm mostly a fan of like whatever blue cards you could be casting, minus like the ones that say Meddling Mage on them or Mantis Rider.
Well,
Those aren't as interesting to me. But Kyle, what about you? What do you like in
I'm a big fan of playing things like Meddling Mage and Mantis Rider. Yeah, Humans is the deck that I've been playing for a little over a year now. And I've done pretty well with it. My favorite decks to watch, though, are more of like the mid-rangey decks. I really like watching like Jund, Abzan, Mardu Pyromancer. Pretty much anything that Reed Duke would ever take to an event.
That's fair. I actually really enjoy watching control decks play as well. I think it's very interesting to see like the decisions that go into like countering certain spells, letting some resolve, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I do like watching some combo decks go off. Like for the first time I see a combo, I love watching it for the first time.
Yeah.
But then once like everybody starts playing it, I get kind of tired of it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's like, oh wow, this is interesting. Yeah, I like this.
It is nice to see like the
this.
combo decks and how they choose to play around interaction. Like I'm a big fan of watching Legacy Storm because it's really interesting how you have to play around, things like Flusterstorm, Force of Will, Daze, Mindbreak Trap, Surgical.
Yeah, yeah.
And the people that are able to, pick and choose their spots to fight around all those things are really sweet to see.
Yeah, just like, I mean, those are the reasons like I actually like watching Caleb share stream is because like, watching him play Storm, just like winning games that doesn't look like it's ever been possible to like win. But, he's just like, all right, well, then this is... Yep, you're dead.
Yeah, a lot of it is baiting your opponent, like turning your dark rituals into essentially duresses, because you just throw it out there and assume your opponent's going to counter it.
Mm-hmm.
Or like in the show and tell deck, you can kind of do the same thing with show and tell. Even if you don't have anything to put in, if you just cast a show and tell, you can just assume that your opponent's going to force it. So that way the next turn or a later turn, you can actually resolve one when it matters. There's some people that are crazy and they're just like call you on your bluff, but that doesn't happen too often.
Sometimes they get you. I don't know. It's typically better just to play safe. It's like no, it's just better to go ahead and cancel this one. It's like, oh well, nope.
Yeah,
that's exactly what you wanted me to do. Unban pod, hey buddy, calm yourself. We can't unban no pod. All these green black rock or Jund or Abzan or humans or like really anything mid-rangey just turns into pod at that point, and that's kind of boring. Do you want diversity or do you want one deck?
Pod is a sweet card though. I wish Pod was fair enough to be legal because that was a really sweet deck. So which Legacy Storm do I prefer? The only one that I really have much experience with playing myself is Ant. I have seen Brian play, I forget Brian's last name, but I have seen him play the Epic Storm a decent amount, and that seemed pretty sweet. But I personally like watching ad nauseum tendrils just because I've played it myself and feel like I can walk myself through the lines.
Protein Hawk against Show and Tell. Here's an Emrakul. Okay, well, you're dead.
Huh.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, that actually sounds pretty funny, Apoa.
Yeah, that does sound sweet.
Alright, let's see how this game turns out. We had a Goifun 2 here. It's not very impressive. Nice 0-1.
Yeah, it's going to be a 1-2 here soon enough.
Yeah.
He's like, where's the 0-1 on the die?
Oh,
No,
yeah,
it's not there.
0-1's not on this one. I'm used to playing against Bryant being in Syracuse.
Oh,
Fair.
okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Justin and I will be playing in Syracuse here in the Open next month. No,
Syracuse,
the
that's the
month
Legacy
after.
one.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
in March.
That's the double Legacy one.
I
Yeah,
believe that I will be playing Elves, and I would imagine Justin's going to be playing Mono at Prison, but he might change by then.
yeah, we'll see if I can actually, like, convince myself that casting not Blood Moon in that format is fun.
Yeah, I've been a pretty big fan of playing Elves lately. I would definitely consider playing Ad Nauseam again, but I sold my Lion's Eye Diamonds, unfortunately, so I don't have access to that.
I mean, that and Underground Seas are like $500 a piece anymore. It's just kind of like,
Yeah,
do I really want to buy these for one tournament a year?
right. Elves definitely not cheap, but cheaper.
All right, so I like just staying defensive here in blocking. I haven't decided what to play for this yet. Either some blue-white deck or mono-blue painter.
Mono-blue Painter.
Jeez.
I don't know if I've seen that. I've only ever seen Red Painter.
Attempt
You,
the Fatal Push.
If you have a list agent, you should definitely post it for Mono-blue Painter, because that sounds sweet.
I mean, it's just the same thing.
Is it?
Yeah, it just kills with Grind Clock.
But you just don't have Faithless Looting.
So?
Like, what
You have
do you
Brainstorm.
get out of the blue? Is it just cantrips?
Brainstorm, Ponder, good ones.
Yeah. I guess that makes sense.
Daze, Force.
Do you play, like, War of Invention?
I guess you could, but maybe. I don't know. Not my life.
That's why I asked.
Yeah, this is smart of Kevin to fight on his turn over it, or force Robert to
Yeah.
use Vines or Blossoming Defense on his turn, especially when he's going to be putting, making these Goifs 2/3s.
So you do play War.
Where, okay. I mean, makes sense.
Yeah.
Just a tutor. Spell Pierce, okay. Nice. So Goifs are now 2/3s. I don't like attacking here.
I mean, you already have one Goif back. What's one Goif going to do that the other isn't?
Double block. Make Robert use 2 pump spells. I believe Robert's just going to be putting Spellskite into play this turn, though.
Makes sense.
Which is going to be real awkward for Kevin.
But yeah, the Painter deck sounds sweet, so I would recommend that if I had my choice. But I'm sure Blue-White is definitely viable. I don't know
Yeah.
if by Blue-White you mean like Stoneblade or Miracles,
I think that's what he meant by some kind of blue-white deck.
like one of them.
Yeah, some blue-white deck. Oh, gives it unblockable and 1/0. So that's 2 Infect. Looks like Robert's going for the kill next turn.
And then here's a Spellskate.
Nope, just leaving open Blossoming Defense, is that?
Yeah.
I don't know if I like that. So yeah, so Kevin drew Thoughtseize, which is going to be very nice here. He's going to be able to Thoughtseize, look at Robert's hand. Robert's going to be like, wow, this is awkward. I need to cast this Assassin's Trophy. Or I need to cast this Blossoming Defense now. In response, Kevin's going to go Trophy. Is that a Carrion Call?
Yeah. That's sweet.
Wow.
Yeah,
Alright.
that seems pretty good against Junt.
Yeah, we're going to Trophy this. Carrion Call for the Robert's kind of aggressive, like quickly packing this in. I don't think he's dead yet, though.
Yeah, I should at least wait. He has this Carrion Call, which might be like a get you card.
Looks like Carrion Call. Thoughtseize is probably going to take the Carrion Call.
I want to go ahead and guess that Robert just recently decided to put that Forest in his deck. Oh, yeah, he did, because he forgot his breeding pool at home.
Yeah, he forgot a second breeding pool.
I was going to say, that Forest does not match the others.
No, yeah. I really appreciate it that he got that one here, because he does have another of the 8-pack.
Mm-hmm. All right, now Robert's conceding.
Now Robert's
All
conceding.
right, you took the right card. I'm dead.
All right, I'll take this one. It makes Infectors.
But what if he was attacked for 18 with the Spellskite?
What? Attack for 18 with spells?
Yeah, he could.
I mean, that's definitely true. It's definitely something that was possibly happening, but I believe Kevin was just going to be way ahead. Creature goes to the graveyard at that point, and sorcery, so it goes for 4/5s.
No, he just gets speeding in. Yeah, I was kidding. He was definitely dead.
I mean, he would have to draw exactly what the blue one, the blighted agent, in the next turn, and he doesn't have any more pump spells, so we have to draw.
Like Become Immense exactly, or something like that.
No, there wasn't a series of draws where Robert could have. I don't think he could have erased it because he just blocks one of the glaives, takes 4 down to 14, then Become Immense, and then that without Kevin interacting anymore. Period.
Yeah, had Robert just played Skite on his turn, that definitely would have worked out better for him.
Yeah, it would have been very much better.
But yeah, Robert's choice of basic lands are definitely pretty.
Typically they're very pretty.
Yeah, typically he uses Apex or Arena 96.
Mm-hmm.
I really like Arena 96.
Those are
They're the ones that kind of look like they have a Kraken on them, if you know what I'm talking about. Not a Kraken, but like a
oh, the
serpent.
Loch Ness Monster?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Jeez. What do you think Kevin's changing here?
I'm not too sure what else he could have that he did not want originally. Maybe he's bringing in some kind of artifact removal. I know he saw Spellskite. Like maybe he's bringing in like some Nature's Claims or something. But those are good enough anyway because of Ink Moth.
I'll say, I mean, you can bring those in anyways, yeah.
But maybe that's what he's considering. Maybe he changes the amount of Liliana's play draw. Like, you definitely see that being a card that's too slow on the draw.
Liliana the Veil seems very bad on the draw. Like, you just never want to tap out for it.
Liliana Last Hope always seems good. But Liliana the Veil seems good on the play, bad on the draw.
Yeah, okay, I can agree with that.
Yeah, because if they go, like, turn 2 Blighted Agent or something and they tap out for it, you can untap and just make them sack it before they have, like, Spell Pierce or anything up.
Yep. Shuffle song do-do-do-do. Shuffle song do-do-do-do. Look at him shuffle, pile away.
You know what?
There's 60 cards, 7 at a time.
Do you know what? There would be a
3,
pretty
4,
good sideboard
5,
plan for Infect.
7, 8.
Some kind of like 7/6 with trample. Like a Vorinclex, Voice of Hunger.
I will play Infect against you every single day if you think that is good versus Infect.
Not versus.
In Infect?
Yeah.
Do they even have 8 mana to cast that card?
Yeah, if you include the Noble Hierarchs.
Whatever world you want to live in. I thought you were going to talk about this back to basics. Or the backup plan of Dark Depths.
I mean, that would actually be sweet in Legacy Infect, because they sometimes already play Sylvan Scrying.
Sylvan Scrying. Do they also play, like, Thespian Stage?
No.
I could see that.
You probably could if you wanted to board into it, but they typically don't.
I could see a world where they can play Thespian Stage, they go to kill it, so you just copy it.
Yeah.
Like, all right, you did it.
That is not a lot of lands for Robert.
I mean, he keeps, like, basically anything with 1 in an Infector, right?
Yep. But 0 in an Infector. Not good enough.
Probably not. How about 0 and 3 1-mana Infectors?
Not on a 7.
Not on a 7. There's better 6s.
On a 6, on the draw, I could see the argument, but not on the play.
That's fair. Oh. All right, so here in Ohio, today and tomorrow we're going to be going down to -30 with wind chills. In Chicago, I'm being told that they're going to be going down to -60, which is colder than most parts of the Antarctic.
How is that possible?
Whatever cold front moved down from the Antarctic just never, like, calmed down, I guess.
All right.
It never got to combine with any like the warm southern air, so it's just like basically pushing through.
Yeah. Yeah, so everybody make sure you bundle up tomorrow.
Yeah, especially if you're like in the Midwest area, because geez, it's gonna be cold. Yeah, so we might yeah, I'm just being told that we might actually not have a stream tomorrow because people are gonna want to walk the 10 feet to their car, and honestly, cars probably aren't gonna start if I had to guess tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of what is it? Battery problems.
Yeah.
Batteries don't typically like the cold very much. Is this 2 infectors, 1 turn? No, double hierarch. Man, jeez.
All right. So here we see Swamp and the Marsh Casualties.
I don't think that's a card. This isn't Deemer cards. You're right, Teddy. Teddy has betrayed his red brethren for just blue-green cards these days.
Maybe we can get Robert to splash some red for like a Burning Shoal or something.
Does Kevin know the last card in his hand? He should, right?
He should, yeah. I don't
Okay,
remember what it is.
so you just kill the Glistener Elf, or is it gonna survive? I don't
what
remember the last
was.
card.
Yeah.
He's gonna do this, discarding. Discard your most expensive spell. Nope, just that. Okay, he won't do anything else.
Dryad Arbor beats.
Dryad Arbor. Wow, you saw it coming.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Robert's going for the 20. Wildebeest really wants that Vorinclex. I mean, you know, free value is just free value, right? Doesn't even have to be Vorinclex. He just wants the, what is it, $15 card now?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just wants a free $15. So, I mean, if you guys want a chance at a free $15, go ahead and join in. Try and take it from Wildebeest. Oh, is it 12? It was close. Maelstrom Pulse. Jeez. Brutal. All right.
Is Robert going to concede?
No. Robert's not happy.
No, Robert's going to concede.
Did he draw another land?
Looks like it.
No? Maybe not.
No, he has lands in hand.
Land Spell Pierce. Okay. Well, he's going to Spell Pierce this. He did that one quick and aggressively, as Robert does most things in his life. Another land. All right.
You know what the
Play
good
land.
thing about this Dryad Arbor is?
What?
Can't get Maelstrom Pulse.
Does Maelstrom Pulse say target non-land? Fatal Push.
It does.
Flips another land. Rip me. He's fine. Yeah, Robert's not interested in playing anymore.
And that's that.
Jeez. His
Robert
face there.
looks happy.
His face there is stunned.
Yeah.
He cannot believe what just happened to him.
That is the face of one happy boy.
Ah.
One happy infecty boy.
All right, so what time is it? How much time do we have until this Vorinclex goes out to somebody?
And kids, that's why you don't try to infect
14.
your friends.
Yeah, please don't infect your friends. Weekly giveaway. All right, so this week, we're giving away this $12 Vorinclex. We put the timer up there. We have 14 minutes, so me and Kyle need to entertain you for 14 more minutes. I think we can do that. I'm not sure, though. Next week, we're going to be handing out this Mirari's Wake to one lucky viewer. Nice Judgment one. Nice and pretty. Good condition. All that jazz. Excited for that. But I really want to hand out this Dark Depths to somebody. So that'd be real sweet if we could get 3 more subscribers.
That would be sweet.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I feel like all of them there. Justin, are you streaming? I will be streaming whenever I get home.
Nice.
So I'll let you know, Teddy.
You should have saved your points.
Should have saved
for
your
the,
points. For the Mirari's Wake.
Wake.
He could learn from Reed Duke to always play it out. I agree, Nick. Yeah. Robert is notorious.
Quick to concede.
Notorious for just going, oh, I'm dead.
Yeah. Robert could have definitely drawn like Blighted Agent and, you know, like become immense, and he would have never been able to, like, if his opponent didn't have any more removal spells or drew all lands. Like, there's definitely ways that Robert won that, but Robert's bad at, you know, staying in the game.
Yeah, I'd say once Robert gets tilted, it's kind of hard for him to just kind of stay in the game anyways. So, yeah. Fortunately, though, when he plays at more competitive events, he keeps his composure a little bit better.
A little better.
A little better. He still throws his cards at his opponent, but he doesn't like basically like, you know, just I can't think of the word. He doesn't look petrified the entire time.
Right.
What is subscribing? I don't know. It's where you go up into the top right corner. You see this button that says subscribe, and you hit. You click on it, and it'll probably have you fill out some information, if I remember correctly, and then lucky you've become a subscriber. When your Prime comes up on the 12th, geez, so close.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, our giveaway towards the Mana Vault is going to be on. Goes away tomorrow, so I feel like we're just not going to get all the way up to 60 for this nice shiny Mana Vault boy, which is really hard to show off.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to give it out on Thursday, but it ends Wednesday.
More rounds coming up? Nope. Unfortunately, we're done for the night.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're just a weekly 4-rounder, but you know we want to show it off for everyone. But yeah, we're sticking around for about 10 more minutes to give somebody this lucky Vorinclex, to give everyone one final chance to get in there. Yep. So.
All right, Justin. Let's hear some bad beats stories from this weekend.
Bad beat stories from this weekend. Let's see. So I was playing against Ben Reagan, and game one, we're having a pretty good back and forth. I went hero. He, on his turn, played a deputy on my hero. So I untapped and deputied his deputy. And then he untapped and deputied my deputy. And then his deputy came back and deputied my hero.
Mm-hmm.
And that felt pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, then later in the game, I cast Tristani. And he was like, all right, well, here's my third deputy.
Jeez.
And took all my tokens. So I just had Tristani. And I was like, wow, this is horrible. I hate this.
I was really excited that you were going to tell me that you killed your hero in response, and then there was just an infinite cycle of deputies exiling deputies.
That would have been great.
The thing.
No,
that would have been a draw.
He also had like Wild Growth Walker and Merfolk Branch Walker.
Some other
like his deck was sweet. Like it was just all based around Militia Bugler.
Yeah.
And it could find like everything.
Nice.
Even into Krasis and stuff like that. So that's pretty nice.
Epoa, I saw you asking what subscribing meant. Subscribing to a channel is pretty much just supporting them monthly. You either do it through Twitch Prime for free, or you give them $5 a month to subscribe to them.
So how does subscribing work on the phone? You are able to subscribe off the phone. I don't remember where it is. I think it's under the stream.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
not 100% sure. That sounds right, though.
Game 1 and 3 were bad beat stories. Do we get emotes? Matthew, I don't actually remember. Do we have emotes available? I know we were having some made at some point.
Matthew should be able to tell us.
They are still in production. Okay, yeah.
So not yet.
Not yet, but you will. You will get some emotes as soon as we can. We don't have more followers than STG. You have no commercials. Well, we kind of have commercials. Our commercials are replays, and replays are something we need to work on because often enough times you end up seeing the same replay a little bit more than once.
So what is this round 1 Phoenix opponent that Teddy's talking about?
Round 1 Phoenix were my Phoenix opponent. Oh, okay, so those games were pretty good if I remember correctly. Game 1, I think he was down to 4 cards in his deck. Game 1 and no, that was the game 3 one. I don't remember what game 1 was. Like I remember the games were pretty close and whatnot. Let's see. Game 3, what I remember he was talking about is I had nothing in my hand of relevance. I could activate Celestial Colonnade, and I had a Baneslayer out versus 2 Phoenix and a Crackling Drake. My opponent goes to combat with 2 cards in his hand and 1 mana available. So it's pretty obvious to me that he has a Lightning Axe for the Angel. He's like, just goes to combat and attacks with everything. I'm like, well, this is pretty strange. Why are you attacking with everything? Okay, I guess I'll activate Colonnade. So in response to me activating Colonnade, he Lightning Axes the Angel. And that was pretty bad. Because had I just gone to blocks, he would have had I now realize, like, if I'd just gone to blocks, I block the Crackling Drake, and then he lightning axes the Angel then, and I still don't get anything out of it. So I feel like the way I did it was actually ended up better for me. And then the next turn I draw a Cryptic Command, and Cryptic tap his guys and draw. He goes to his turn and Surgicals all my Cryptics, which I don't even think Surgical is very good versus me.
Yeah.
Luke's over there touching me. I don't know why. He wants to say hi. Okay, Luke just likes touching me. Yeah, and then I think I just draw something dead. Yeah, touch me. I like it. And then, like, the following turn was something to win the game. But yeah, that game 3, he ended it with like 4 cards in his deck. It was a pretty good one. It was a lot of back and forth. I liked it.
Yeah. My only couple bad beats this morning, or stories from this weekend, are when I was playing in the Classic and my Black-White Knights opponent went turn 3,
Jesus,
turn 4,
I saw that.
turn 5, turn 7, History of Benalia.
Yeah, that's hard to beat. Now, you beat the first 3 pretty easy, though.
I beat all 3 until the last one. Well, the real issue was that he had a Rascal's Contempt for all 3 of my dragons, or Hellkites.
Billy Cuminos does play here.
Yeah, he plays every Friday here, and he comes every once in a while on Wednesdays.
Yep. Yeah, he does indeed play here. Yeah, he had that sweet token stack, which is what I played over the weekend. He fared much better than I did. I think he ended up in, I want to say, just outside top 32, but he could have been in the top 32.
Yeah, he also had an opponent do some non-legal actions against him on camera, which knocked him out of top 32.
No, that wasn't the last round. He played against
There was a
Julian
second
John
to
the
last.
last round. Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah, he had a Shalai out, and his opponent cast a Risk Factor, which you cannot do with someone having a Shalai out. But
Which conveniently
neither of them
targets him.
realized. Yep. But mistakes happen.
Apoa misses the replay where the Amulet deck got Stone Raid 6 times and still won.
Amulet too strong.
If you have Adam for your 3rd, he's insane with Amulet.
He is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree.
I have not seen him play Amulet before, but he is going to be a 3rd. So
No, I
get to
think
see him in action.
he's talking about Billy. Are you talking about Billy or Adam Washburn Moses? Because I believe he's talking about Billy. Billy was like the original Amulet guy.
Well, I think Wildebeest is talking about Billy, but I think Teddy's talking about Adam since he said Adam.
Yep. I would say no. I agree with Teddy playing that.
Right.
I say Adam is
Yeah,
going to be our
Wildebeest
3rd.
is probably talking about Billy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Billy's been playing Amulet for a long time.
Yeah, Billy played Amulet back in the day, and boy was that deck gross then. That was all kinds of Billy's favorite thing. How many turn 3 and turn 2 kills? I mean, hopefully he keeps that up, man.
Yeah, the first modern event I ever played in, I played in my standard green-red monsters deck, and my first round opponent was Billy. This was about 4 or 5 years ago. It was right after like Journey and Nyx came out, I believe. But I had a turn 2 Domri both game 1 and game 3, and Billy couldn't beat it. And I actually won a match with my standard deck against Billy.
Nice.
It was great.
Jund Monsters or Jund Planeswalkers or whatever was just too good.
Yeah.
Clearly, it's much better. I don't know. I think that's one of my favorite things is just watching the, like you taking a standard deck and playing in a modern or a modern deck in Legacy.
Yeah.
And just like how tuned the decks are for the meta that they expect to see.
Mhm.
That if that you could just bring something from a different format and just completely wreck them because they're sitting there trying to hold Force of Wills and they can't really 2-for-1 themselves in Modern because
Yeah.
Modern's all about value.
How does Grexus beat a Carnage Tyrant? I don't know.
I don't think it can.
They just like have to fly over it. Or turn their nemesis, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Amulet can't interact with walkers. Like Planeswalkers, Forest Walkers, Mountain Walkers.
They interact with the walking ballistas.
Island Walkers.
I mean, yeah, that is pretty hard for them to deal with Planeswalkers, except for like instant speed Primeval Titans or walking ballistas to knock them off.
They can't interact with walkers, but I mean, typically don't care about the walkers. They're just trying to kill you.
Not Grixis Shadow. I mean Grixis Control in Legacy, because we were talking about modern decks in Legacy.
Yeah. Wait, is Carnage Tyrant in Modern? Will you calm yourself?
No, I've played Carnage Giant modern before.
I'm sure you have. You've also tried to register Zakama, if I remember correctly.
No, Billy wouldn't let me, so I registered Carnage Tyrant.
Great. Yeah.
Billy told me I wasn't allowed to play Barney, so I played the other Barney.
Great. They have Edict?
Oh,
sure,
they do have
sure,
Edict.
sure.
Yeah, that's not fair. You're not
Grix is
supposed to
shadow
interact
beast.
with the big green creatures. It's not fair.
Doubtful, Teddy. Doubtful. We'll see tonight. I'm going to put a Carnage Tyrant in my mono red prison deck, and we'll see if Grix's Shadow can beat it, or if I can cast it.
Well, you need to have exactly 3, so that way 2 of them can go underneath your Chrome Moxes, and then you can cast the 3rd. See, that's the big brain plays.
You got that for me. All
All
right.
right, guys, we're about a minute and a half, a little over a minute and a half away from giving away this Vorinclex, so if anybody has some last-minute tickets they want to enter in with, go ahead and do it now.
Apoa's got the idea. He's trying to stay in the top 100, though.
Justin
No,
really
no,
hates
no, no.
turtles, so maybe
Hey.
if he's kind enough, we can even give away
Please
this
figure out how the light works.
Scuttle Gator.
You suck at Legacy if you can't. You think Grixis can't beat Carnage Tyrant?
Look,
We're not
so
saying it can't beat it. What we were trying to say is how funny it is to watch like Legacy decks play against standard decks, or like modern decks for that matter, because there's certain interactions in modern that you can't do in Legacy, that you can get away with in modern because the format's a little bit more fair. So like Force of Will is really bad in against most modern decks because you can't ever 2-for-1 yourself. But I mean, if you're playing against like Amulet or Storm or whatever, Force of Will will be great. But if you're playing against like Jeskai or Jund or humans, it's just kind of like, oh, this is strange.
Yeah, the experience I have with Legacy and where I would be casting a Carnage Tyrant or any of the other big dumb green idiots is with elves, to where you have plenty of other creatures to sacrifice, and the only big dumb green idiots you get there are Rurik Thar, not Carnage Tyrant, Progenitus, Craterhoof, or Archon of Valor's Reach is the new one.
Yeah.
And Archon's actually pretty sweet against Grixis.
Archon's pretty sweet just in general, man.
Yeah, Archon's definitely dope.
Typically those Gaddock effects. All right, we got 10 seconds.
All right. Apparently, Robert Meadows bought 100 tickets.
But he can't win.
Yeah.
Right.
The Marsh Casualty's an edict that you're going to lose that no matter what. So I don't know why you're still playing that game.
Could easily go into Nick Fit. There we go. I like it. Carnage
All
Tyrant
right.
and Nick Fit.
Let's see who gets it.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Wild Beast. There you go.
Hey, you did it. You won.
Got yourself a Vorinclex.
1 Vorinclex.
Wild Beast.
Next week you'll be able
Won the
to
Wild Beast.
triple your mana when you get this Mirari's Wake.
Cool. Well, congrats, Wild Beast. If you go ahead and message
What
the
is all this?
Top Deck Productions.
No, it wasn't.
Huh?
No. Oh, he successfully bought a ticket at the very end.
Oh, you bought a ticket. Oh, I'm sorry.
Come on.
I got thrown off.
Kyle. It's H. Rollins MTG. Mr.
Wow.
Harrison Rollins himself.
I feel like a jerk. I'm sorry, Wild Beast. You threw me off with the last-minute ticket buying. I thought that it was over. Now I feel like a jerk.
Got him. Oh, well, that happens. That happens.
I'm sorry. It's my fault.
Okay, and I think that's a good time to go ahead and leave here. Well, make sure Harrison... Make sure we get Harrison's information. I think Robert has it, so we'll make sure to get the Vorinclex to him in some way.
Yeah.
And we're going to host Caleb D, so...
Yep. Stick around if you want some memes and some magic.
Or to watch Kyle like hang his head in shame some more.
Right. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.